Yeah, I bet you can tell this isn't going to be a normal video. Decided to go outside. Never get a chance to do that. And trying to do different content that isn't just me standing in my living room talking about the latest phone from Samsung or Apple gets kind of grating. And among other things, I feel like this year hasn't gone exactly the way I thought it would. There's been some really good things and you know, some not so good things. Listen, at the end of the year, I gained more subscribers, more views, and more revenue than I ever have since I started YouTube. I have more money in the bank now than I've had even when I had a 6-figure corporate job. That's kind of crazy, considering the only thing I basically do is talk to a camera. It's the dream. It's what I was looking to do when I started just under 3 years ago. But somehow, some way, it still feels like I failed in 2020. So what does it mean to fail? I think everyone has a different opinion of what that means to them, and for me, it's a sliding scale. Performance has to get better over time. And you know, once a year I allow myself to make a video like this where I know it won't perform to my standards, but it's okay because I'm using this as an opportunity to share with you some of the things that I feel like I've gone through during the course of the year. And this year did not feel that good to me. I mean, forget about the fact that COVID just completely wiped everything out that seemed to be normal once upon a time. Everything is different now. Everything is just way different. Now I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I was able to accomplish this year, not in a bragging manner, but just to put everything in context, because at the end of the day, I feel like I failed in 2020. It feels like a lot of the things that I wanted to do, I was not able to accomplish, and the things that I wasn't even trying to accomplish, I somehow accomplished. And it's weird because when you set goals, if you don't actually attain them, you do feel like a failure. But of course, if you accomplish goals you didn't set out, you should see those as a success. But I think it's much like hearing 100 compliments in a row and then one negative thing. And the only thing you can think about is that negative thing. So, how did I fail? Well, I didn't hit 100,000 subscribers, and some of my videos don't do as well as I would like them to do. And that's it. I know that sounds incredibly lame, and it is. I'm on track to hit 100,000 in a couple of months. And some people might say that it might not be that long from now, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it should have already happened. And that, in and of itself, feels like a huge failure. I've even seen some of my friends who had the same number of subs as me, or even less, pass me. And it happens time after time after time. And I gotta tell you, that beats on your psyche. I'm not gonna lie, it does. And regardless of how many views I get versus them, or how many subscribers I get versus them, none of them have ever tried to make me feel bad about it. But I think it's just human nature to kind of value yourself in some type of arbitrary number. And in my case, it's the 100,000. I don't know why. There's really no good point to it. Nothing really changes. I get a silver little plaque and a little check mark by my name. That's cool, I guess. But I think it's a certain type of validation. I feel like it should already be there. I've even helped other channels get there multiple times over. And you might think, well, then why can't you do it for yourself? I mean, if YouTube was that simple, then, you know, I would have already done it, obviously. But it's really painful in some instances where you feel like, yeah, I should already be there, and it's almost embarrassing. It's really kind of almost embarrassing. One thing I've noticed about being on YouTube is it's kind of funny. No matter how much you get, no matter how much you have, you always want more. And this is much the same as in life. Remember, once upon a time, I thought once I got to 1,000 views on a video, that would be great. And I don't need to worry about it again. Then I thought, well, if I ever got 5,000 views on every single video, that would be great. If I upload a video now that only gets 5,000 views, I feel like an absolute disastrous failure. Why is that? Human nature is trash. Why do we always want more? Why can't we ever be content with what we have? Like, what? Why? This is something I'm gonna have to work through as a human being. You see, I wanna be content. I wanna be able to just create. There's a lot of subjects that I wanna cover in 2021 that don't go along with the YouTube growth strategy, where I hammer the same nail over and over and over again, talking about Samsung and Apple. I don't wanna do that. I wanna review some other products. I wanna talk about other things that I know won't do well on my channel. This video will not do well on my channel, but it's one of those things that I allow myself to do, you know, just to talk to you guys, because the people that do support me are incredibly important, even though I've never met any of you. I wish that I could. You mean a lot to me, and it keeps me going month after month. If it wasn't for a lot of you guys and gals watching, I guarantee I would have quit. As a matter of fact, January of 2020, I almost did. January of 2020, my views got so low, at least in my mind, that I was going to quit altogether, just not be on YouTube anymore. Had I done that, I wouldn't have seen all the great successes of this year. And that's what's crazy. 2020 still feels like a failure. But I would have absolutely regretted, knowing what I know now, quitting in January. Because all the people that I've met, the people that I've been able to help, things I've seen, things I've done, I would never have gotten a chance to do if I had just quit. And I wonder if someone out there watching right now needs to hear this. Like, I was this close to quitting. I even talked to friends about it, talk how I think this might be it. Man, I just stuck in there a little bit longer, and February turned it around, thank goodness. And for me, success has changed. If I would have told the Travis of January of 2020, the type of views and subscribers and stuff that I'm getting now, I would have killed for it. I would have felt great because I was this close from quitting. But now I look at it and go, I'm just not doing well. And it's kind of dumb to put your importance in numbers. I'm gonna really focus on that in 2021 and hope to try to get away from that. It's funny because us as creators on YouTube, we spend time trying to make content that will work. People will watch. Obviously, I don't make videos for no one to watch. And we even try to trick ourselves into thinking that if we create a specific type of video that the algorithm wants, that we'll be successful and everything will be fine. And then when we create those videos, sometimes they don't do anything. So it was a big waste of time chasing something that can't be caught. I think it's important to be true to yourself, and I think I am true to myself during all my videos. But by the same token, I think there's some things I want to do that I don't do because I don't think they will succeed, and I'm just held back by that. Of course I want to be successful. Who doesn't? I think it's time to take a step out and be a little bit more flexible with whatever that definition is. When I started out to make this channel, one of the things I wanted to do was be able to help people in need. And I've been able to do that this year simply because of some of the successes I've had on this channel, financially and even from tech, whether it be, you know, giving away some of the products that I've been sent, or actually buying products for people who are in need, or even sometimes just giving money to people. I've been able to do that this year at a rate that I never would have guessed. I'm talking thousands of dollars, and that is something that I feel great about. And I hope to be able to do that more in the future. It's actually really important to me. It's part of my mission statement to not only have success, but then take that success and push it to other people. It's actually more important to me to help other people be successful than even myself at times. I love being able to leverage what I've been able to do to help other people. But it's interesting because there is a culture on YouTube and social media that makes you feel bad for telling people that you've done something like that. It's one of the reasons why I haven't said anything. The other reason is it's not really the point. It's to be a good person. When I moved to Seattle years ago, I had 2 carry-on bags and nothing else. I ate top ramen for a long time, and I struggled hard to get to where I am now. So I'm happy to share it. And I do it randomly and out of the public's eye. That may change though. I think it's really interesting and sometimes inspiring to show others gratuity and to show that you can be grateful for what you have and share it with other people. I love doing that, and I think I'm gonna start showing it more on the channel. Again, not to glorify myself, but the act itself. You know, I am blessed and I am very happy with the things that I have accomplished this year. It's been a weird year, but despite that, I've done some cool things. And while I probably won't remember most of them, I'll just remember the things that I've failed doing, which I think is normal for a human to do. I look upon you, the people who watch my videos and encourage me, to remind me of the things that I guess I'm doing right. Not because I need validation, but sometimes you just need to be reminded. And so many people that I've been able to help this year have reminded me of that. And what a great opportunity, what a great position to be in to be able to help others. And whether it's a smaller creator or someone who is in financial need, the fact that I can do that is something special. And it's larger and greater than any subscriber number, any view number on any video. So for as long as I can do that, then maybe I am successful. Weird to think about it that way. Because as human beings, we put success on some type of pedestal and try to measure it. And sometimes success isn't something you can specifically measure with numbers. I would love to get to a point where success is a feeling more so than some type of goal. I feel like that's true success. Man, this has been a really crazy year. There have been times when I've been depressed. I've had anxiety. I've experienced things this year that I've never experienced in my entire life before. And not all of it has to do with YouTube. That's the crazy thing. I mix in YouTube along with real life, and there were moments where I was just crushed. I couldn't create content because I couldn't get motivated. I couldn't even get motivated to be happy. I couldn't be thankful. I couldn't be grateful. That, for sure, was my greatest failure of 2020. Some of the creators I've met and dealt with during my YouTube career have been really amazing. I've met some great people, even people I've been watching on YouTube for years, and now they are my peers. It's kind of crazy, a little bit of a mind freak, and I just want to thank them. Thank you for being someone who supported me either in collabs or in DMs or texts, whatever. It really means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate it. And to my Saturday morning live crew, the people who show up to my Saturday morning live streams and the Gadget Cast on Sundays, y'all have a very special place in my heart. You really do, because it takes a special someone to be there live with me in the morning. And I will never, ever, ever forget that. That perhaps is worth so much more than you even know. Spending the time with me, talking to me, and sometimes bringing me up. There's been times where I've been on a live stream and I've lost it. I've literally lost it. And you were there to encourage me. That's magical, and that's worth it. So let me just say thank you to everyone who watches my videos, who shares them, subscribes, and just has been a genuinely positive experience. Not every single video I do is gonna be one you're gonna watch, and not even every single one I'm going to make will be one that you agree with, and that's totally fine. I actually don't have a problem with that. I get a lot of hate on some of my videos, and it is a little bit disappointing, because ultimately I'm just trying to entertain people. That's literally it, but it is indeed the playground in which I play. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that if there's someone out there that can learn from my mistakes or can even maybe feel a little inspired, then this was worth doing. 2021 is going to be a heck of a year. Looking forward to doing more things, more tech, and just enjoying the process. Almost was turning into a job. I don't want that. Well, you know, as I like to say every time, I'll see you next time. Peace and love.